Good evening. Let us discuss today's current affairs bulletin. Today, that is September 8th, is the International Literacy Day. Every year, we celebrate International Literacy Day on September 8th. This was celebrated and declared by UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural and Education Education Scientific Cultural Organization. UNESCO celebrates this day, that is International Literacy Day. For the first time, the day was celebrated on in the year 1967. The aim of this day is to highlight importance of literacy to individuals, communities, and societies. This year theme is literacy teaching and learning in COVID-19 crisis and beyond. Literacy teaching and learning in COVID-19 crisis and beyond. And particularly, they wanted to support United Nations Sustainable Development Program, Sustainable Development Goals also. So recently in India also, national literacy data have come out, and the data was released by National Statistical Office. Even that we'll discuss. Recently in India also we have that. According to UNESCO's Global Monitoring Report on Education for All, South Asia has the lowest level of regional adult literacy rate. According to UNESCO's Global Monitoring Report on Education for All, South Asia has the lowest adult literacy rate. Just remember this. Next important news. Yesterday we have discussed, but there is some important point in this news. First ever cannabis medicine project coming up in Jammu. The first ever cannabis, CANNABIS, the first ever cannabis medicine project will soon be set up in Jammu with which country's collaboration? This is important. Canadian collaboration. So, with the collaboration of Government of Canada, the first ever cannabis medical project is being developed in Jammu. This is the first major foreign investment in the Jammu after Jammu Kashmir becoming an UT. After Jammu becoming an UT, this is the first. This is the first major foreign investment. Special permission has been obtained to produce cannabis to prepare pain relief medicines for the patients suffering with cancer, diabetes, etc. Generally, cannabis is used as a narcotic drug, and utility of cannabis is a drug abuse. And in India, people are addicted to cannabis, around 2.8% of the population. The medicines that were prepared from cannabis, they will also have export value and export utility. They will also have export value and export utility. One more important news. India joins Elite League of Nations in possessing hypersonic missile technology. Yesterday, that is on September 7th, India conducted a successful test flight of indigenously developed, remember the word indigenously developed, locally developed, hypersonic technology demonstrator vehicle, HSTDV, hypersonic technology demonstrator vehicle. So, in the world, US, Russia, and China have this. US, Russia, and China have this hypersonic technology demonstrator vehicle. Only Russia and China have this. The hypersonic technology demonstrator vehicle has a variety of uses, range of uses, including missiles for air defense, surveillance and reconnaissance, and energy efficient, low cost, reusable satellite launch vehicles, all these things. So, this is very important. This is very important for India, and India joined the elite club with US, Russia, and China. US, Russia, and China also have hypersonic technology. And next important news is RBI is going to buy and sell government securities worth rupees 10,000 crore. Reserve Bank of India is going to buy and sell government securities worth rupees 10,000 crore. What do you mean by GSEC? GSCC, government securities. So if the government does not have proper revenue, government will borrow money from the market. So after borrowing money, government will give you a bond. That bond is called security. That is government security. What is GSEC? Try to understand. GSEC means when government needs money. When government do not have enough money in its hands, enough revenue in its hands, it will purchase from the markets. It will borrow money from the markets. While borrowing money from the market, it will be give a bond. That is called government security. That's called government security. There are two types of government securities. There are two types of GSECs: treasury bills, dated securities. One is treasury bill, second is dated securities. Up to 364 days. Generally, they are called treasury bills. For example, that can be issued for 91 days, 182 days, 364 days. Up to 364 days, it is called treasury bills. Beyond 364 days, it is a dated security. Beyond 364 days, it is a dated security. So remember, RBI is going to buy and sell GSECs, government securities, around rupees 10,000 crore. Here there is one more word called OMO, open market operation. OMO, open market operation. What is open market operation? RBI buying and selling the bonds in the market is called open market operation. Why RBI do open market operation? It will do for liquid adjustment. Open market means when there is a liquid adjustment problem, either excess liquid or lack of liquid, there is a shortage in the liquid, then RBI will do open market operations. So here you should note down 2 points. One is GSECs, GSEC, government security. Second is open market operations. Okay. So next important news. Today, Prime Minister Modi have given an address while inaugurating Jaipur Patrika Gate. He said, "World is now paying more attention towards India. World is now paying more attention towards India. Voice of India is very, very important, and newspapers, media particularly carry the voice of India in bringing awareness about India's greatness and other things." So Modi added, the Indian media also have to go to global level. Indian media also have to go to global level. This is the Modi said. India is now reaching. India is becoming more and more significant internationally. Next important news: Black Buck. Black Buck death count in Bhavnagar during the monsoon goes up to 22. Three black bucks yesterday were found dead in Savai Nagar village, 25 kilometers away from Black Buck National Park in Gujarat. So this is a bad news. Black bucks are dying. Black bucks are dying. So black bucks, even stray dogs also sometimes kill the black bucks. Stray dogs. Black buck in IUCN data list is in the least concern. In IUCN red list, it is in the least concern. But black bucks are very important. In Rajasthan, there's a community called Bishnoi community. In Rajasthan, there's a community called Bishnoi community. They are known worldwide for black buck conservation, black buck and chinkara conservation, particularly black buck conservation. There is a community in Rajasthan called Bishnoi community. They are very famous for conservating the black bucks. So recently, 22 black bucks died in India. Just remember this: black buck. Next important news. Next important news: Indira Gandhi Peace Prize awarded to Sir David Attenborough. Indira Gandhi Peace Prize was announced on September 7th yesterday. Sir David Attenborough was conferred with the prestigious Indira Gandhi Peace Prize for the year 2019. David Attenborough is an English broadcaster and a historian. He was an English broadcaster and a historian. He is popular in writing and presenting BBC Natural History Unit. He is very famous in BBC for presenting Natural History Unit. The David Attenborough, he is the president of Royal Society for Natural Conservation. David Attenborough is the president of Royal Society for Natural Conservation. He is well known for his series The Living Planet. David Attenborough is well known for his series The Living Planet. So he got Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. Generally, Indira Gandhi Peace Prize is an award for peace, disarmament, and development. It is named after former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. It started in the year 1986. It consists of certificate and also rupees 25 lakhs. 25 lakhs. It is given to the individuals and also organizations working for proper international order, humanity, those who work for humanity and scientific discoveries which will help for freedom and humanity. So this is the news about Indira Gandhi Peace Prize that was announced to Sir David Attenborough, who was a BBC historian. who presented a documentary Living Planet. Next important news, India is conducting talks to join COVAX Global Vaccine Allocation Plan set by WHO. India is certainly eligible, like other countries in the world, to participate in COVAX facility. WHO and Gavi Alliance, they are trying to have this COVAX facility. They are leading this COVAX facility. What is this COVAX facility? Whenever vaccine is released for COVID 19, they'll purchase the vaccine and distribute it to the poor countries, those who cannot afford the vaccine. They will purchase the shots in millions. So, that is the work of COVAX. India is also planning to join in COVAX facility led by WHO and Gavi. GAVI. You know what is Gavi? Global Alliance for Vaccine Immunization. So, that is also very important. And next is Tamil Nadu government releases electronics and hardware manufacturing policy. Tamil Nadu government releases electronics and hardware manufacturing policy. And you all know Tamil Nadu is very good manufacturing state. The main of the aim of this electronics and manufacturing policy is to improve the electronic goods industry output to $100 billion by 2025. So try to understand how Tamil Nadu is trying to attract investments, how Tamil Nadu is trying to entice the investments. So already Tamil Nadu state is contributing a good percentage for Indian electronic exports of the country. For our electronic exports, this is also important. There's one more important news. India, US, and Israel, India, America, and Israel recently conducted a virtual summit. And in that summit, they wanted to work together in collaboration in 5G technology. They wish to work together in collaboration in 5G technology. Uh, the trilateral summit was initiated by PM Modi. You all know 2 years back, our Prime Minister Modi ji visited Israel for the first time, an Indian Prime Minister visiting Israel. And now, India and Israel science and technology cooperation have improved. Already, we are becoming very good defense partners. Israel is the third largest defense supplier to India. Now, India, Israel, US, they are trying to partner in 5G technology. Already, China is leading. Chinese company Huawei is leading in 5G technology. Now, India, Israel, and US are trying to have some strength in 5G technology. That is also important. Next important news, e-Sanjeevani. Recently, e-Sanjeevani. What is e-Sanjeevani? Telemedicine service completed about 3 lakh teleconsultations, online consultations. E-Sanjeevani is a platform of the Union Health Ministry that provide teleconsultations. There are two components of e-Sanjeevani. E-Sanjeevani and e-Sanjeevani OPD. One is e-Sanjeevani, second is e-Sanjeevani OPD. You all know that during COVID crisis, telemedicine, tele-education reached a new height, and e-Sanjeevani will also is doing its best. And KV Kamath Committee recommends 25 sectors for loan restructuring scheme. See, whenever there is a committee and committee's recommendations, kindly read. KV Kamath Committee, KV Kamath, KAMATH Committee recommends 26 sectors for loan restructuring scheme. The Reserve Bank have accepted the recommendations given by KV Kamath Committee. Because of COVID-19, many sectors got into tough problems. Now, KV Kamath Committee have asked the RBI, recommended the RBI to restructure the loans that they have taken. Power sector, construction sector, iron and steel manufacturing, roads, real estate, chemical sector, consumer durables, jewelry, cement, auto components, hotels. So most tourism, mining, many sectors in India went into losses due to COVID crisis. So KV Kamath Committee have recommended the RBI to restructure the loans taken by these sectors so that they can repay the loan in a easy installments after the COVID crisis. So let's wait and see how RBI is going to implement this KV Kamath Committee's recommendations. RBI said it is approving. Let's see how it's going to do that. One more important news, according to Fitch ratings, Indian economy is going to contract by 10.5% in financial year 2021. COVID-19 is disrupting our economic activity. The Fitch rating said Indian economy is going to contract in the worst way, and COVID-19 is going to disrupt our economic activities. India recorded one of the sharpest gross GDP contractions in the world in the quarter April to June. So India recorded is India had seen one of the worst GDP contractions in the world, and Fitch Ratings slashed in India's economic predictions in 2021, in the year 2021. Let's hope that at least we'll be having good times in future in economic sense. Okay, these are all the important news today. And one more important news, which is not important for UPSC, but you should know if you are writing state services. Telangana state government have abolished the VRO system, Village Revenue Officer system, yesterday. It is passing a new revenue bill and all these things. It's not important for UPSC, just for information I told. For all the PDFs for this, you can go for our Telegram channel, Balata CSBIS Academy. Thank you.